This is Coach Livy, founder of aQueensWorth. Thank you so much. Just doing a couple of minutes here on this video tonight, all about not looking back. In the scripture that I want you to really look at in this, it's going to be Genesis chapter 19, and it's all about Lot and his wife and his daughters being given favor and being removed from the city of Sodom. He actually gave two angels shelter for the night, and when he gave them shelter for the night, they actually granted him favor in turn. They sort of opened the door for him to leave that city the next morning and to leave the city with his daughters and with his wife unscathed, because they knew they were going to destroy the city. They came there for that purpose, and God allowed that to happen, where Lot, his wife and daughters, had an exit, and they got to another city because he actually wanted it. The angels actually said to go to the mountains, but he didn't feel like he could make it, so they spared a nearby city. I'm telling you, when God's looking to move you somewhere, he will grant you favor. But they went. He actually said, "Okay, I'll go to this nearby city with my wife and my daughters," and they got there. And I guess they were going for a while, because it literally says in the scripture that the sun was high by the time they got to this city, Zoar, Z-O-A-R, is the name of the city, meaning pretty much small city. And when they got there, they're in the city. They've been given this grace and favor, given a new opportunity to start fresh. And Lot's wife looks back and turns into a pillar of salt. Now, I always thought that she was maybe looking back. Whenever I pictured this scripture in my head, I always thought, she was looking back while she was running, or looking back while they were fleeing the city. But that's not actually the case. She actually looked back after she got into a new place. The sun was rising. This was a new season in Lot's life, his children's life, and his wife's life. This is what I'm saying. And she decided, once she got to that safe place, to look back. So God had forcefully closed the door on their old life, got them out, got them into a new space, but she looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. If that is not something that we'll preach right now, woman of God, whatever you're holding on to, XYZ, for years, months, whatever happened back then that is, it might have started a domino effect, you having to leave something or lose something and get into a new season, a new relationship, a new space, and it might have hurt. You might have had regrets about it. You might have thought about going back. But when God is moving you out of one place into another, he's granted you favor, he's granted you grace. It may not always seem like that, because she left everything she knew. So of course it might have been something where she felt some regret about it. But when God moves you, new opportunities, new seasons, you have to really look at this. He's granting you grace for something fresh, something new. Looking back will only make you bitter. Looking back will only have you bound to where God brought you from. And so I really want to just really speak on that right now. Let it go, Queen. Let XYZ event that happened years ago, whatever you're attaching your current circumstances to, I wouldn't be here if I didn't do that, or I wish I could have done this, I wish I would have finished school, I wish I would have did this, if I could just go back. You need to let that go, because when God moves you, when he has a new thing for you, he knew before it happened that it would happen, and he provided a way of escape for you. Stop looking back. Whatever relationship has recently ended, whatever event, whatever season has ended in your life, let it go. No more bitterness, no more baggage, nothing to carry into a new relationship, nothing to carry into a new season, nothing to carry to the new job. Old thoughts, about how people operate, let it go. Because when God gives you a freshness, he grants you grace, he will give you favor. And it may look small. It may be that small village. It may be Zoar, the place that God is giving you sanctuary inside. But if you would just trust him, you don't know what he's going to do next. So definitely don't have that spirit of looking back. I want you to drop that tonight. Really dedicate yourself to really seeking his will in your life, and let the past go. All right, thank you so much, woman of God. You guys have a great night.